Also new tonight, in the spirit of Mother's Day this weekend, we want to turn to a study all about parenting and anxiety. Have you ever heard of the term mom rage? Well, what about the moments when you have a crying baby, a stressed out toddler, you also maybe have issues at work, and you're trying to work things out with your spouse? How do you balance all of this at once? Well, if you've ever felt that mom rage, you're certainly not alone. It's why we're being joined by Erin Whistler-Gertis, a PhD candidate at the University of Iowa, who is exploring how untreated anxiety can contribute to this parental rage. Erin, thank you so much for being here with us today. I want to start with what got you interested in this. When did you start to think about this connection?
Sure. So this research, thanks for having me first off. This research is inherently personal and professional for me. I have three young kids, and talking to co-parents, describing some of these symptoms of mom rage. Why is this so hard? Am I the only one feeling this? Got me to do a little bit of digging. And I found out there is pretty much no research in this area. So I knew with my background in epidemiology that I wanted to take a look and see how many people are experiencing this. Is this just moms? Is this moms and dads? And what can we do about it?
Hmm. Well, there's a 2023 survey by the American Psychological Association. It looks at how parents have higher stress levels than other adults. But you've taken it a step further and conducted your own survey just in eastern Iowa. So, what did you find?
Yeah, so what we found is that rage is really common. So 77% of our parents reported feeling at least one of the rage symptoms in the last month, and nearly half of the parents in our survey reported feeling rage at least weekly.
And when you say rage, what are we talking about? How does your research describe what that is?
Great question. So, when I'm talking about rage, we're having these short, all consuming, overwhelming experiences of anger and irritability. Some parents describe it as reaching a boiling point, feeling hot, blood boiling. And so, there's not necessarily a physical manifestation of this rage, but it's this all consuming short period of anger.
Well, I mentioned at the top, we have heard this phrase colloquially in societal issues that it's called mom rage, but your study says parental rage. Why is that?
Yeah, so when I went into this, knowing all of the editorial accounts calling it mom rage, I was really expecting to see this as a mom symptomatic problem. And what I found is dads are experiencing this rage similarly to moms. Now, we did have the opportunity to interview both moms and dads. And even though both moms and dads are experiencing this rage, what was really interesting is what the rage for moms and dads. And for dads, it was more likely to be kids' behavior or not feeling respected. But for moms, it was really more of that mental load that added up to trigger these events, and also the partner contributions and the day to day tasks.
Okay, so you're looking at this rage. You find that yes, it not only exists, but both parents or all parents can experience this, and that it's really prevalent in our area. So what happens now? Where else do you take this research?
Yeah, so one of the wonderful things that we found is that social support actually protects against these rage experiences and the anxiety that's associated with the rage. And so, what we're going to be looking at now is how we can improve different areas of social support and what that may look like in order to create strategies to prevent these experiences from happening.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like my fiance and I, neither of our families live in the Quad Cities. They're several hours drive away. So when you talk about support, do you also mean like social support, like community programs as well?
Absolutely. And we all know the phrase, it takes a village. But unfortunately, what parents are finding is the village is nowhere to be found. It doesn't exist in the same way that it did 20, 30 years ago. And so when we're talking about support, yes, we're talking about grandparents coming in, but we're also talking about emotional support. Hey, my toddler is wild. Are you experiencing this? Is this normal? We're talking about informational support. I signed my kid up for kindergarten. There's all these different domains of support that are really, really helpful in this early parenthood phase.
Certainly important work. And Erin, I'm so thankful that you could take time out of your day to join us. Congratulations on your upcoming graduation, and thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much, Shelby.
And if you guys at home want to share this story or dive further into Erin's research, you can find our online version at WQAD.com underneath the As Seen on TV tab.